Welcome! In this video, we will talk about programming as language and a career. First, we will see what DOS programming means, what are the languages we need to use it. Also why and how we can use it languages. In order to be a programmer, you need to have a strong inclination towards math and the ability to think logically. You need to be able to conceptualize systems, write code that follows an elegant design, and make it work. Comprehend how other people will use your code and how they can find any bugs in it. From algorithms and design to prototyping, programming is a universal language that lets you create anything from a smartphone app to an artificial intelligence. So what are the languages used in programming? First language you need to master is HTML. And by saying this, we mean HTML is a markup language that defines the structure, content and presentation of a site or application. It is based on server-side script languages like PHP, ASP, and Perl. Some examples of sites that use HTML include Facebook and Wikipedia. It can be used to send applications and data over the internet, chat on forums, create interactive web pages, and more. Also there is CSS language, which is a very important language to use. HTML won't do the job we need without CSS, so let's figure out what DOS CSS means. And why we need to use it in our websites. Does it do the same as HTML DOS? All this and more we will know it in this video, keep watching till the end. Hit the subscribing button and leave a comment on what is your questions about programming. Let's begin. For your feet to go from day to night, the perfect shoe calls for the perfect style. The step you take in the morning determines your steps for the entire day, but so does the type of shoe you wear. While there are many styles of shoes available on the market today, it's important to choose a pair that matches your personality as well as your body type. Here are some suggestions on what types of shoes work best for different body types. The way CSS handles the flow of your page is so flexible and intuitive, you'll wonder why other languages, like Java, C++, and Go, don't just have a CSS command. The majority of the site uses basic CSS, which is used to give a style to an element. An example of that would be the default top, bottom, and left position of an element. CSS also allows you to set attributes for use in the future. In other words, it adds extra properties that can change an element's appearance, such as changing everything from background color to making elements smaller or larger, depending on how large you make them go. CSS is a language having the syntax of a markup language, but with the semantics of an abstract specifications language. The problem is there are too many languages. So we've divided them into a hierarchy that's more logical. As you ascend through the most fundamental units of language, your programming skills increase geometrically. After having this courses and fill all blanks in your brain about programming, you need to learn one more language which can take 3 to 6 months to learn, but no worries, because JS is an easy language. All it needs is to keep learning 3 to 5 hours a day and exercise some projects to grow your skills. After having course and full knowledge of these 3 languages, all you need to know to be sure this is things you can do with them, start your own projects or get a job. Yes. You can get job with only HTML and CSS languages, but adding JavaScript gives you more opportunity to be hired and get high payments. So what does the front-end means? Front-end is a framework designed with simplicity, expressiveness, and broad developer productivity in mind. Back-end developers will find it easy to work with front-end components because the typical use case for these types of components is websites where simple interfaces need to be implemented. If you've never programmed before, front-end is the perfect place to start. You need to learn how to write JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and other web technologies that make up the front-end of a website. Programming is the act of creating a computer program that performs specific tasks. The easier and more versatile it is, the more valuable it is as a programming tool. Front-end developer. Responsibilities include building and managing the user interface of an application, as well as working with the software team to perform code analysis, optimization, testing, and documentation. You'll be a key part of this developer's team and work on cutting-edge front-end technologies. Your work will include everything from building new platforms and applications, to ensuring that our existing services are running smoothly, to providing technical guidance and leadership to other folks in the organization. Now let's know about backend and what it is for. The backend is the backend of your website/application. It is made up of services and systems that process information stored on a database, or on a remote server. Backend job is one of the most important jobs in any software development organization. The success of your product depends on how well you create the code for your backend system. We understand that creating is a collaborative effort and will work hard to create an environment that encourages and rewards creativity. Till here, my friends, I hope I have mentioned enough information that can answer your questions. Hit subscribe and leave us a comment, and do forget, being a programmer is not hard if you follow the right steps and learn what it needs to know. Thank you for watching.